we are tapping into the dragon energy, and I will be giving you a dragon guide reading. If you were drawn to this video, then the dragons definitely have a message for you. I am going to give you 3 options, 3 different dragon options. So whatever dragon you feel most drawn to, you'll really feel it in your core, what dragon is for you. Just go with your first instinct, then I'll leave a timestamp below for the dragons. I'm going to cover up the keyword because I don't want you to be influenced by the keyword. I want you to really be drawn to the dragon. So this is dragon 1. This is dragon 2. And this is dragon 3. Dragon 1, group 1. The key word for the dragon that you chose was freedom. And is that resonating already? I'm sure it is. So I will just be channeling some messages from the freedom dragon for you. At the same time, I'll be pulling a few more clarifying cards from this dragon deck. If you've not seen this dragon deck, it is the Celtic dragon. So in the last video I posted, you will see I spoke about this deck. Okay, so freedom dragon. Okay, so what I'm hearing is you have been struggling with change, but change is the constant in our life. Things are constantly changing, and the freedom dragon is really asking you to step into your fear and embrace change. So what in your life do you feel like you've been holding yourself back through fear of change? And wherever that is in your life is where you are really needing to focus right now. The dragons are really calling you to focus on the areas of your life that need change, need you to step into fear and embrace change. And the thing is when we need to embrace change, we often find ourselves on the other end of the mark of change, on the other end of it, which we'll find ourselves stuck. You'll find the more you stay frozen and stuck where you are, the more harder it is to move into change. And believe me, I can really relate. I think to some extent we all can. But this dragon is really asking you to step into fear. And it's almost asking you to embrace change in the areas you feel most fear. Okay, so 2 cards came out now. We got the 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like the areas that you guys in group 1 might be struggling with change will be in your career, and also in your love life, and or in a romantic sense. So I feel like you hold back when it comes to love. You have a lot of fear around being too open, sharing yourself too much, in fear of being hurt, in fear of rejection. But you are a natural romantic, you are a natural lover, and you need to step into this role of who you really are and really feel from the heart and share from the heart how you're feeling. If you are in a relationship or in a situation with someone where you feel like you have to sort of hold back a lot of who you are and hold down a lot of your feelings, maybe you feel like they're not quite where you are, you don't know if it's safe for you to express yourself, then you really need to rethink, is this worth my time? Is this taking up space in my life where I could be with someone who's really going to appreciate my love, who's really going to express and reflect back to me who they are and who I am? Because you really want someone who can reflect for you and be a mirror for you. You don't want to have to change who you are, who is a very open, very loving, romantic person. And if you're feeling like, well, I don't know, I'm single, or I don't feel like that's really me, I'm quite scared of getting hurt and throwing myself into a relationship, well, that's why you pulled the freedom card, because you're really holding down a part of who you are, a part of you that wants to get out there, a part of you that wants to find a deep connection and really love. So the Freedom Dragon right now is asking you to throw yourself into it. Go in every avenue you think, yeah, that's a place where I could find love. And that could be meeting up with old friends. I feel like maybe there could be something from the past possibly coming to revive itself, or it could simply be going on dating apps and things like that and putting yourself out there and being honest about the kind of person you are, which is someone who is romantic and looking for real love. Like, don't play yourself down as wanting something casual, because you are the type of person who really thrives in a loving relationship where you can really love somebody and share your emotions with them, and they can do the same with you. You need that back as well, so you definitely want someone to mirror that back to you. I'm hearing that you need to be careful that you're not giving it all away and not receiving any of that back. Because if you are going to be putting all your love and focus onto someone in that section of your life, then you really need to be feeling that back. And anybody who's in a relationship and you're not feeling that back, you need to start asking for it. Or you need to start thinking about, is this right for me? For the rest of you, this is really being aimed. I've got the Three of Pentacles here on your career. You are being asked to step into the career of your dreams. If you don't know what that is yet, really dive within and start asking Spirit, why am I here? You know, what have I come here to do? What's really going to bring me joy? And the answers will come up for you as long as you are really going within and asking the questions. Another thing you can do which could really help you in a career sense is look into your numerology chart. You can just look into the core numbers and just understand the energies around that, like your life path number or your destiny number. These numbers will give you an idea of what is your natural abilities and the reasons that you came here into this earth realm. You're finding out your numbers might help you if you feel really at a loss, but really you might already know what it is, and fear is holding you back. Fear of, I'm not good enough, not feeling good enough. So you need to start working on baby steps. What baby steps can I take to embrace change, to step into fear? Because the only way to eliminate fears is to step into them. But you can take baby steps. You don't have to just dive off the cliff of fear. You can take baby steps, so don't worry about that. That is the messages from the dragons for you guys today. So just remember that it's your time now to focus on change and breaking out of fearful habits and really going for what it is you want in life, pushing through the fear and going for it, especially in either your romantic life or your work career life. Okay, group 2, the dragon that you chose was this lovely red dragon, and he's called Oberon. He's really cool. So while I'm sort of channeling messages from your dragon Oberon, I'll just be pulling some clarifying cards from this deck. This is the Celtic Dragon deck, and I talked about that in my last video. If you want to go check that out, I'll put it in the iCard. Okay, so Oberon, he's red, right? That is your root chakra, and he's really coming through to tell you to start connecting with your body. He's telling me that you've been spending way too much time with your head in the clouds, sort of in that kind of Seven of Cups, if you know the tarot energy, in that daydream energy, in the space of The space where we have daydreams is the same space that we have worries, and we might find ourselves in these loops of negative thinking. So basically, you've been too much in that air energy, too much in your head, and Orbron, I'm not exactly sure if I'm pronouncing his name right, but he really wants you to come back into your body and start connecting with the physical realm, start interacting more in your life. Maybe you've sort of got into a routine where it's just so unconscious, so you're not really like thinking about anything that you're actually doing. You're so in your head because what you're doing is just the same thing day in, day out. You need to switch up your routine a bit, maybe just to get you out of your head, get you more focused in the present moment. So any kind of exercises that you could do that could bring you back to the present moment is what the dragons are asking of you right now. They're really asking for you to come into the body and start manifesting things into this material realm. So basically, I feel like you're having some troubles right now manifesting your dream life, or manifesting things that you've been setting intentions towards, and you just feel like things are really stagnant, things are not moving. I've done what I think I need to do. Maybe you've done vision boards and stuff, or spell work, and you're worrying like, why is nothing happening? And ironically, you're worrying, and that's the issue. You're in your head too much, and I think we all are guilty of this. But the dragons right now know that you need to hear this. You need to get back in your body. Like, what can you do? We're all different, but what can you do that's going to bring you back into your body? Even if it means things like, while you're eating, like just being present with the food, you know, the textures, the taste, the smell. That's a really good practice for being present, instead of eating your food in front of the TV or just chatting along with family while you're eating and not being present of the actual moments. You're spending too much time in the mind space. Okay, so one of the cards that came out for you guys was the Nine of Cups. And it's making me feel like as the second that you start getting present, the second you start really grounding that root chakra, is when your manifestations that you've been working on for God knows how long are going to start flowing in. You basically just need to put in the action. Putting in the action, getting out of your head, being physical, like any steps towards your dreams. So if you're sort of manifesting with vision boards and things like that, you're sort of now being asked to take action steps, because these action steps are really going to make a difference. So even, what is it? Think about it. What is one action that I could do towards my dreams? However small it is, it could be so small. But maybe it could be like starting a new business profile, or maybe it could be just getting some new headshots if you need them. Maybe it could be practicing something that's connected to it. But you need to be putting in action of some kind, I'm seeing. I'm also seeing that once you do put in action, and you're going to know what it is, because this is your life and we're also individual. And this is a collective reading. So I'm getting all different ideas where it's all different things going on with lots of different people. But what I'm seeing the theme is here is it's people putting in action. And that's what's going to result in this Nine of Cups, which is your wish come true. It's a great energy. And it's also an energy of completion. It's number 9, and emotions. Orbron is asking you to get into your body and out of your head. But also maybe more in control of your emotions, because the cups is our emotions. So I feel like whatever it is that you're sort of trying to bring in, it's something that's very close to your emotions. It's something you love dearly. So something that really makes your heart sing, connecting with the feelings as well. So not only do you want to start putting in action, so whatever it is that you're trying to call in, for example, if it was love that you're trying to call in, like a romantic partner, then you're really going to want to start feeling as well as putting in action. So maybe when you like create your dating profile or something, which is an action towards what you want, you also want to put your feelings in there. Like, be really honest, be really open and sensitive, and then you're going to attract the right kind of person for you, someone who really accepts you for who you are. So say if you really want to call in a new career, then the action that you put in for this new career, you want to really put your heart into it too. You want to put your emotions into it. You really want to show that emotional, sensitive side of yourself, whether that's within a job interview or whether it's just on your platform if you're self-employed. Just have a little about me section where you pour your heart out. I really feel like that's going to benefit you. See if there's any more cards to clarify the message. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. So it's just asking you to really be confident. Be confident in who you are. Be confident in your body. Do things to make your body feel good as well. So start maybe looking after your body. If you're not eating enough, eat more. If you're eating too much, be more mindful and healthy about what you're eating. Just being present with it, being in your body is so important. But the Queen of Wands is confident, and this is queen energy. So all queens are connected to water. So again, it's being in touch with your emotions, but also she's a queen of fire because the wands are fire. So it's being in touch with your passion, really putting your passion out there. And because this guy is really asking you to get into the real world, get into the physical world. So you just really want to be putting yourself out there, expressing who you are, expressing your passions, going full force for whatever it is that you want. You're being asked to really chuck your passion in there with full confidence. So just start grounding into that root chakra and working on your confidence, and you're going to see sooner than you know it, you'll be getting what you've been asking for so long. It's coming, guys. It's coming. You just have to do a bit more work. Any kind of root chakra work will really help as well. So maybe some grounding work, or just look up a root chakra meditation. There's tons on YouTube, but I feel like doing that as sort of a daily practice for the next few weeks is really going to help you. Also, remember that you can call in your dragon guides whenever you want. So when you're in meditation, just ask your dragon guides to come in and give you some guidance, and they will be there. And you can also ask them for healing. I've been working with the dragons for a while now on healing. They're amazing energy healers, and they've been teaching me so much. So if you're looking for healing, you can also call in your dragons and ask for them to heal, maybe heal your insecurities and heal your lack of confidence. All that will help. So anything that you can do which is an action step into, putting yourself out there in the real world is going to pay off in the end. Like, it's going to pay off big time. These are really good cards to come out for. I see, as long as you're staying out of your head and staying in the real world, then you are going to be flying this year with everything you've been trying to manifest for so long. It's coming through, guys. Just believe it. Thank you for watching. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can check out my Etsy store in the link below where I offer personal readings. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a magical day. Group 3. The dragon that you chose has the keyword courage, and I'm sure that is resonating for you a lot right now, huh? I will just be channeling messages from this dragon that you pulled, Courage, at the same time as just pulling some clarifying cards from the Celtic Dragon Tarot. You can see me talk about this deck in my latest video, which will be in the iCard. And I will just be putting clarifiers from this deck as I'm channeling from your dragon, Courage. So the first thing that they're telling me is that you have been feeling a lot of self-doubt lately. You've been sort of feeling out of touch, actually. So I just got out of touch because I also just pulled the Five of Pentacles, and at the same time as I heard out of touch. And that is where you're not feeling connected with your path, with your spirit guides, with your soul self. You've been feeling confused and lost and not sure where to go, and almost worrying a lot about either financial issues or possibly worrying about feeling disconnected from people in your life. And the Courage Dragon is just really asking you to really realize how strong you are and how amazing it is to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And I know that might come as a surprise because this dragon's called Courage, and we don't really think about vulnerability when we think of the word courage. But you wouldn't believe how much courage it takes to allow yourself to be vulnerable in front of others, and actually how much value that brings to others' lives, how much they can appreciate and learn from you being vulnerable. And it also encourages other people to step out of their shell too. So other people in your life are really going to benefit from you being open and vulnerable and strong. Strong in the sense of not wavering from who you are. Like, be who you are, you know. Be where you're at. Maybe you've been fighting, maybe, like, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like maybe you've been holding back tears, you've been holding back your stress and your worries. Well, have the courage to feel it. Have the courage to embrace it. Courage Dragon is really asking you to be with yourself, really. He's asking you to be brave enough to be with yourself and to stop escaping your own reality. Do you find yourself possibly trying to, you know, distract yourself or having escapist tendencies? Feeling like, oh, things would just be better if I was there in life or anywhere but where I am. Well, the Courage Dragon is asking you to embrace those feelings and stay with them instead of trying to run away from them. Because once you sort of stay with them and you really feel them, this is when you can start processing them properly. The Courage Dragon is really asking you to have the courage as well to stay with yourself. So really just sitting in silence with yourself. Like, the last group were being asked to sort of get out of their head, but you are being encouraged to stay with yourself in that headspace. So it's like, instead of trying to escape your negative thoughts or your strong feelings by, you know, doing this, doing that, keeping busy, no time to stop and, deal with what's going on within. It's sort of asking you, the opposite to the last group is to stay within and deal with it, be with it. And this is how it's going to change and transform for you. Because as long as you keep doing this, just keep pushing on day by day and not like facing what's going on with you, the longer you're going to stay in this place of disconnection. And you might feel that it's pushing you away from the people in your life. Because when we're not dealing with things, we think it's just going on with us, but it is actually affecting other people in our lives. And I can see how you've been feeling has really been affecting not just you, but the people around you. So starting to have awareness of that. And the only way to help things is not apologizing to them or not getting out their way, because getting out their way is what's making your paths go separate. Is you really just want to be with yourself and deal with the core energy that's causing the split in the first place. But I do see a change happening, coming up for you, a big change, like a change in mindset. And I think this is coming from readings like this that you'll be getting, and like signs like this reading that you're finally getting that are telling you that you really need to start being with yourself, that you really need to start dealing with the negative thoughts and dealing with what's going on in your head and in your heart and in your emotions, instead of ignoring them. The Wheel of Fortune, it can turn either way. I'm seeing that you're getting a lot of signs like this reading right now that are telling you like you need to take note of this, you need to start working with this, you can't keep ignoring it. And when you do start working with it, I feel like your luck will change, your connection with other people will start rebuilding again, coming back together, and your connection with yourself and your spirit guides will start growing again, and you'll start feeling it. I feel like you've been in a very numb place. Like you've just been in this sort of like ignoring things energy, which has not helped you at all. But if you continue to ignore things, then things will get worse. You will feel like more separation between you and the people in your life, and you'll also feel even more separation between you and your soul self and your path, and you'll start feeling more lost. So it's really important now that you stay with yourself, you go within and you acknowledge what's going on in there. But the Courage Dragon really wants you to know that you can do it. You are so brave, and they also just want me to remind you before I let you go is that you need to be vulnerable, okay? You really need to be vulnerable with other people. Stop trying to put on a brave face all the time. Being brave for you right now is being vulnerable and open, okay? So I hope that this message resonates for you guys, and I wish you all the luck with that. Please listen to the dragons. They have such amazing guidance. Know that you can always tune into your dragons. Just call them in when you're in meditation and just ask them to be with you or to guide you, or even better, ask them to help you to learn to do energy work on yourself. I've been working with the dragons. They've been teaching me energy work for a while, and I really love the energy healing that they offer. I find it really amazing, and I feel like if you're called to this video and dragons, then it's definitely worth you trying out. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can check out my Etsy shop in the link below. But if not, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day. Love and blessings. Bye.